G'day, welcome back to Dad vs Son. We're going to go on with turn 2 of mission 2 of Field of Fire Volume 1, which is the Cerisy offensive. So first thing up, we are currently at contact. We're going to draw for a higher headquarters event, and there is none. So we're going to draw for the CO. And the CO gets 3 commands. So again, just like last time, I am going to give them to 1, 2 and 3 platoon. And let's going to try and get things moving a little bit because we have a long way to go and not much time in the grand scheme of things. Okay, so 1 platoon will gain 4 commands, takes him up to 8. 2 platoon, again 4 commands, which take him up to 7. And 3 platoon, my goodness, 6 commands, which takes him up to 9. Let's see what damage we can do to the enemy rather than us with those. Okay. What I am going to do first up is I'm going to do 2 platoon, which is here. And what I'm thinking is doing a platoon move up here into this orchard. I can push him forward into the gully, or I can push him up into here and then try a spotting roll. One way or the other. In fact, that might be the best. Okay, so first things first is we're going to do the platoon move. So I'll just grab all that, chuck them up there, and they are exposed. So that's 2 commands, which takes him down from 7 to 5 at the moment. Now, do I push him forward or not? Okay, so the first thing he's going to do then, he's going to try a from where he is, a spotting check. Righto, so let's have a look here. The spotting platoon leader is a line unit, so nothing there. The target is undercover, and it's -1. It is a forward observer, which is another -1, so we're at -2. Cover value, no. Okay, so -2, so we're going to get a draw of 1. And we do a draw, and wow. Well done, 2 platoon. Well done. Okay, so we can see them now. So we get a PDF. PDF, not pinned marker, which goes this way for automatic fire. Okay, so I'll take that down. So 2 platoon now has 4 commands to go. They're going to order their assault team simply forward into the gully, and he is exposed. There is a method in my madness, or a madness in my method. I'm not sure which one at the moment. Okay, and that's all 2 platoons going to do. So they're banking 3 commands. Now we'll do 1 platoon. So my intent here is to do a platoon move forward like that, and they are exposed, so that's for 2, which leaves them 6 at the moment. Then they're going to move the assault team forward, which is then going to actually put a PDF down sorry, between these two. We still had a PDF here. I know I haven't put a VOF down. That's because I'm anticipating. Okay, so we have him there now, and he is exposed. Trying to stay out of your way, but as usual. Okay, so he has an automatic fire up to him. Oh, there goes the belly. Now, him, from as I understand it now, becomes a fire team to try and protect himself from him. So we have a small arms fire coming back here, and the pending fire marker, as far as I'm aware, runs away. Right, so the next thing is one platoon is going to pop smoke. And by popping that smoke, all my smoke again and clusters and parachutes and everything else are ceasefire. So everybody that can see that, which is only these cards here, will cease fire. And they're not going to start firing again because I've got a man in there. So he is under fire and he is under fire. Again, like I said, with the potential contacts, I'm just leaving it there for the time being. So in fact, I'll put that off to the side. Righto, so that is one platoon done, and they will bank 5 commands, which is damned handy. Now, 3 platoon. 3 platoon is going to do a very similar sort of thing. It's going to do a platoon move forward. There she goes, and they are exposed. Like that. And they're going to order 3AT forward into here, and again they are exposed. So we'll have this and this potential contact to worry about. Excuse me. So that's 3 so far, so they've got 6 left. Ba, 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 and that'll do. So they're going to bank those 6, which is their maximum as a line experienced headquarters that they can do. Right. XO gets 1 and First Sergeant gets 1. Again, do I want them to do anything? No, not this turn. But I think I probably will next turn. And then hopefully I can get the XO, the company headquarters, and the First Sergeant to go forward, and then I can remove the staging point and the camera can go forward. Okay, so that's it for me. It's now general initiative, and we have a whole 1. So, general initiative for a 1. So we have a pinned unit here. Now, a pinned unit can retreat, can run away to a card that does not have a VOF. So that would be handy. Now, what is that going to mean? It will mean that the HMG here will not have a line of sight to anything, because we have a, sorry, again you can't see what I'm doing because I'm an idiot. The HMG here will not have a line of sight. There'll be no unit here. And even though we have white border, we have green border here. So he can only see into this card. So he will cease fire, which is, to my way of thinking, pretty damn fine. And this gentleman, again, there's nothing here for him to shoot at. But that means he will then change his fire to this poor bugger here. But I think that's worth it. So, where do I move this gentleman? And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply move him over here. That way he's back with 3, he's exposed, and 3 can move him forward again when he's ready. So that's my cunning plan again. So let's see what we've got. So this PDF is removed because you can't shoot at anyone. This automatic weapons, I'll just put it up there. There is no crossfire. And this 2-2 platoon, if I remember correctly, yep, will then come over here and shoot at 3AT. So we have 2-2 platoon. We don't have to worry about ammo for them. And we have, sorry again, 1 HMG, which has already fired off 1 ammo, and it's got 5 more. Right. Okay, so that is the end of our turn. This is under fire, and this is under fire. And we have 2 potential contacts that we need to worry about when we get to them. Right. It's the Germans' turn, and we go for a high headquarters event, which there is none. And then we do activity checks. So this is now a LAT because it's a fire team. And we have 2 of 2 and 1 HMG. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So we're going to look at number 2 first, which is the Mortarford Observer fire team. And him being a LAT now, he is pinned undercover on a US occupied card. So it's going to be a draw of 5, and he gets a 3, which is, oh sorry, he's not pinned. Let's just go back under there. Okay, so he's not pinned, so I forget about that. He's not an assault team. Okay, he's a fire team undercover on a US occupied card, which is a 5. Which again gives us a 3, using the same card. And this is where we run into the problem that I've had before. And maybe somebody can explain it to me. Okay, fire team, undercover on a US occupied card. So he is undercover. Okay. 3, attempt to seek cover. It doesn't make any sense to me. He's already undercover. Why would he attempt to seek cover? So I'm going to simply take that as a no action. And if I'm wrong, please tell me. I don't know whether he should be looking for a different cover or something, but that doesn't really make any sense to me. Okay? Righto. So we'll get on to the others. And we have 1 or 2. And we're going to do number 1, which is 2-2 platoon. So 2-2 platoon is not under fire, but as open fire. It's placed the PDF. So it is an auto concentrate fire. So let's try it. We go 1 for nothing, and we go 2 for nothing. So he does nothing. Okay, and last but not least, we are now not under fire and no line of sight to a US unit. We remove the unit and place a PC marker. So 1 HMG runs away. I don't need to place a PC marker because the simple fact is that's outside of our movement boundary. I'll remove that. I'll just leave the foxholes there. So we got rid of a unit. I'm happy about that. Okay. So, under fire, we have our 2 units. So the next step is mutual capture and retreat phase. There is nobody to retreat. There is nobody to capture. Vehicle phase, again, the first sergeant has not activated the vehicle, so nothing's happening there. Evaluate potential contact markers. Okay, so we have this one and this one. 1 and 2, they're both C's. We're going to do number 1 first. And just to check, we have now 1 PDF, 2 volumes of fire, sorry, and we're on the same card, so we are at heavily engaged. So heavily engaged for a C is a big draw of 1. Yay! So this one goes away. It's another cleared card. And then we have this one, which is a draw of 1, which is blank as well. So we were very lucky there again. Okay. So, clean up time. Remove, oh, dickhead. Not clean up time. It is the combat effects segment. So, a 1, they'll attack first, a 2 will attack first. And it's a 2. So we get to shoot first at this gentleman here. Okay, so he's in foxholes against automatic weapons, which is a +1, -1, so they is a zip. So he gets a +2 for the inherent cover. And a +2 for him is pinned. So he is now pinned, which is very nice. Okay, so then they're going to attack. This will be 1, this will be 2, and we are going to do number 2 first. So he is exposed, 3AT is exposed in the woods, so that's +2, -2, which is 0. In automatic weapons fire, so it's a -1. And -1 for him is pinned. So we'll just rock and roll that over. And there we go. Okay, then we'll come back over here to our assault team. Excuse me. Okay, he is exposed under small arms fire, so it's simply a -2 and a +2 for the inherent cover. Gives him a 0, and a 0 is a hit. Okay, now I made him from a veteran, so he's a veteran still, and he becomes a fire team. So now he's green. There we go. He's a fire team. He is pinned. So both of these come off for the time being. Auto and small arms, and they both become all pinned. There we go. That's the last of it. So now we get to remove the exposed markers. And we'll get rid of 1 platoon's smoke that they've used. Okay, so This one will still be under fire, this one will still be under fire, and this one will still be under fire. And the rest is good to go. Righto. Thank you again. Please let me know what you think. And if you've got any suggestions, I'll welcome them as well. Okay, hope you're enjoying it, and I'll see you for turn 3. Bye for now.